that we're inviting somebody called the Minister of Finance. I have read the Twitter handle of my brother, the President of the Republic of Uganda. His Excellency Joel Kaguta Museveni says, "Today I chaired the final cabinet meeting of the outgoing government and later hosted members to a luncheon in appreciation of their dedicated service to the country. This is the cabinet that ushered in Uganda into middle income status. And I thank everyone who contributed to this achievement, including cabinet secretaries, for effectively managing." Now, these people, having had their final supper yesterday, actually last evening, and the president saw them off, wishing them well. And now, we are here, still claiming we have ministers. Do we have a cabinet? Guide me, Madam Speaker. The owner of the cabinet dissolved it.
First of all, that is not a treat from your brother. That treat is not from the President of the Republic of Uganda. And being one of the best lawyers in town, you know when cabinet stops. You're now talking about a treat. I didn't know that even a senior advocate would believe in a hearsay, because the law is very clear. Their term of office ends on the day the president is being sworn in. That is on 12th. That's when you can also be appointed as a Minister of Constitutional Affairs. No, that was just a treat. It is not from the president. Yes, Nathan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. When you talk of a supplementary, we came in here during our campaigns. We passed a supplementary for Minister of Works, 1.6 trillion. When we met them, they had only got a pantry of 500 billion. The roads are in a bad state all over the country. So what does a supplementary mean? I thought it would be money directly to go into our roads. The money never reached them. So there is no use of passing a supplementary when the money cannot go to the beneficiaries. It's just like...
So we should not have election for LOC 1s, LOC 2.
No, how sure that the money will go there? We would want to be assurances.
Honorable Nathan.
You would rather leave the elections but have roads repaired. That's why we pass, all of us.
Why didn't you say we would rather not have your elections as a member of parliament?
You could have even postponed, I wouldn't mind. What we are after is Ugandans having roads
Nathan,
to pass.
Nathan, you're saying like that because you escaped narrowly. Otherwise, somebody was going to whip you. Next item.
Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, I beg to lay on table the supplementary schedule number 5 for financial year 2025-2026, amounting to Uganda shillings 1,105,163,000,000. I beg to move. I beg to lay, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. That is under Rule 160, Sub-Rule 1 of the Rules of Procedure, seconded by Isaac, by Peter, by Buheshu, by Honorable Bahati, by Honorable Obua, Chweru, by the Oversight. Abe, Elinos, Ibanda, Kisa, Gabriel, Eric, Mariam, Mero, Elijah, Max, Akol, Aru, Okot, Sentai, Angura, Fox, Tom, Kinovere, by the majority. Honorable members, please enter in. Honorable members.
Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the supplementary schedule number 5 was administratively presented to the office of the Speaker on 29th of April 2006, and I have just also laid it on the table formally.
Correction on 30th.
On,
It was on 30th.
Madam Speaker, I wish to correct the date as 30th April 2026. And Madam Speaker, I wish to present the details of this schedule as follows. Right Honorable Speaker.
Yes, there's a procedure matter.
Madam Speaker, the Minister, as per the order paper and rules, he has laid the schedule. But he's also going ahead to do something the rules don't provide. That he's explaining. I don't know under which rule. The Honorable Musasi has been here long. The Speaker suggested to you, but being NRM, you didn't even hear, that if you want to proceed to the next stage, you move Parliament. You don't just raise up as if you are herding cows. You have laid. Now you are justifying. What are you justifying under which rule?
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. The supplementary has been laid. Yes, Honorable Fox.
Motion, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, pursuant to Rule 17 of the Rules of Procedure of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda, I beg to move that the House be pleased to suspend Rules 163, 4 and 5 of the Rules of Procedure to enable this Honorable House to consider supplementary expenditure number 5 for the financial year 2025-2026 without prior referral to the Budget Committee. I beg to move.
Seconded. Seconded. Seconded by the Prime Minister of Republic of Uganda, the Government Chief Whip, Honorable Bahati, Honorable Musasisi, Honorable Insibambi Yusuf, Honorable Ichwero, by the Oversight. Thank you. Can you just fire while you're moving that?
Right Honorable Speaker, supplementary expenditure number 5 for the financial year 2025-2026 makes provisions for critical areas of expenditure. Expenditure area number 1 is elections for local council 1. Our democratization processes require that we carry out elections all the way to the lowest units of our administration. It's imperative that we provide resources to enable the people of Uganda exercise their democratic rights to elect their local council 1. Number 2, it provides for AFCON. This is one of our flagship projects. We bidded for AFCON. We bidded to host AFCON with other East African states. We need to make provisions for that item. It also provides for the swearing-in ceremony of the President of the Republic of Uganda. This is a culmination of the hard-earned efforts of the people of Uganda who elected their president. We have to provide for the swearing-in ceremony. Lastly, it provides for salary arrears. The people who work for the Republic of Uganda have to be paid. And as a parliament, we have to make provisions for the payment of salary arrears. I request, honorable colleagues, that you support the supplementary expenditure number 5 of 2025-2026.
Yes. You can debate. It has no problem.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. The reasons given by both the Minister and the Honourable Fox Odoi, on the face of it, sound reasonable. But let me question the commitment of our servants in government and those that make budgets. When we're enacting the Public Finance Management Act, we put conditions for supplementaries. There are certain things which are foreseeable. Number 1, who in government did not know that we shall have a swearing-in ceremony for the president-elect, and that the functions surrounding that are funded from taxpayers' money, from the budget? Who did not know that the election of LCs are long overdue? For us to be here stampeded into making provision for monies over items we knew. Who did not know that there are servants serving the Republic of Uganda who are supposed to be paid from our coffers? How does someone, the minister, come here today to tell us that you want a supplementary to pay salaries less than a month to the next budget?
Thank you.
I oppose.
Minister.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, before I present the details of the supplementary, I want to appreciate Honourable Sseggona for his concerns. For an item in the law, Section 24 of the Public Finance Management Act is very clear. For an item to qualify for supplementary, it must have been unforeseen at the time of budgeting or unavoidable. Madam Speaker, without wasting much time, I want to be specific. Looking at an item of swearing in. It is true, we foresaw that there was going to be swearing in of the president on 12th of May. And we provided the funding to that effect. But what has arisen, what we provided and what is required is different. So what we are asking for is over and above what we provided at the time of budgeting, which is allowable. Madam
It is
Speaker,
basically 3 billion shillings.
it is only 3 billion shillings. Madam Speaker, how I wish the House...
Members,
would-
can we have order?
Madam Speaker, I now come to the details of this supplementary schedule.
No, let me hear from the shadow minister of finance. But
Madam-
in the meantime, we in the VIP gallery, we have the members elect 12th Parliament. We have Honorable Sumaya Nabawanuka from Obende. You're most welcome. Stop that no-go. Can you clap for my members? We have Honorable Karunji Annette Umane MP Kabarole. We have Honorable Tracy J. Anthony Isingiro West. We have Honorable Katoto Sylvia Umane MP Chibuku. We have Honorable Goire Moses Budaka County. We have Honorable Arinaitwe Sylvia Umane MP Ruchiga. We have Honorable Ntabasi Harriet from Bwamba County. You're almost welcome. In the VIP gallery also, we have the former Member of Parliament and the Secretary General of Uganda People's Congress, Honorable Bill Fred. They are all here to witness the proceedings. Yes, Honorable Semujo.
I think, Madam Speaker, people who are seated next to my brother, the Honorable Musasizi, you will need to apply a speed meter. Right now, we are still debating the motion to suspend the rules. For the third time, he's going to elaborate on what is in the schedule. And I want Madam Speaker to concentrate on the motion moved by the Honorable Fox Odoi. Appropriation is one of the key functions of Parliament. If you look at Section 12 of the Public Finance Management Act, we are required, before we authorize government to spend money, to look at their procurement plans, to look at work plan, and the cash flow. That is a matter of law that the Honorable Fox Odoi, you cannot suspend. Because that suspension means that you are also suspending the requirement under Section 12 of the Public Finance Management Act. And the reason is that you are going to spend people's money. Their representative must look at the work plan, procurement plan, and cash flow. I don't want to accuse you of also, Honorable Fox, of leading.
Honorable Semuju, Section 12 is on the annual budget. We are talking about a supplementary.
I agree, Madam Speaker, supplementary is part of the budget because we are supplementing the budget, not something else. So the point I make, Madam Speaker, there is absolutely no way this Parliament seated here will look at procurement plans, will look at work plan and cash flow, and then authorize government to go and spend money. The minister, and I want to thank him, he said you already have money for the swearing in ceremony, you want more. That's the very reason why the Public Finance Management Act was made, for us to look at the money that we gave you, if it's not enough, and we do that by looking at the procurement, we look at the work plan, and then authorize you. But for you to come here and blindfold all the MPs and say there is a swearing in ceremony, because being in hurry does not absolve you of the responsibility of following the law. Because you are in hurry, so you are absolved. You are not. So I want to hear the Honorable Fox Odoye, a lawyer, telling us whether you can also suspend the requirements of the Public Finance Management Act. If there is a provision in any law allowing you to suspend the law, then we can deal with the rules. So, right on, I'll ask you later to speak as the Shadow Finance Minister. I am now debating like any ordinary MP, and I am opposed to this motion of Fox Odoye that is taking our responsibility of Parliament from scrutinizing requests from government.
Honorable Fox Odoye is only seeking for the House to allow him suspend. And you know how this can be approved. We shall put a question. But meanwhile, Prime Minister, Vice President, and Prime Minister, you're all welcome for this session, as we also prepare for our last supper. Honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, I am putting a question that Rule 160, Sub-Rule 3, 4, and 5 be suspended to enable direct consideration of the Supplementary Expenditure Schedule number 5 for financial year 2025-2026 by the House without referral to the Budget Committee and relevant sectoral committees. Those in favor say, and the contrary nay. The ayes have it. Honorable members, I now put a question that the Supplementary Expenditure Schedule number 5 for financial year 2025-2026 be approved by this House. Honorable members, we are approving the schedule, then we go to supply. Honorable members, just a minute. He moved the motion. Honorable Kema, Mr. Kema moved the motion. Mr. Kema moved the motion. I mean, he read, and then when he's going to justify it. So, Honorable Minister, after the suspension, you justify. Can we first get a justification? No. Can we have a justification? Okay, I read the item on moving the motion.
Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, 4 of the Public Finance Management Act states that the total supplementary expenditure that requires additional resources over and above what is approved by Parliament shall not exceed 3% of the total approved budget for that financial year without approval of Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, you will recall that Parliament approved supplementary expenditure schedules number 1, 2, 3, and 4 for financial year 2025-2026 as follows. Schedule 1, under 3%, 1,652.29 billion. Schedule 2, still under 3. Schedule 2 for roads above 3%, 1,696 billion. 3, supplementary schedule 3 above 3%, 4,776.11 billion. 4, supplementary schedule 4, transfer to NFA budget following rationalization, 22 billion. Totaling to 8,126.4 billion. Madam Speaker, subsequently, Cabinet approved supplemental expenditure schedule number 5 as follows. Within 3%, 519.002 billion. Above 3%, 586.161 billion. Totaling to 1,105,163 million. Right Honorable Speaker, this supplementary will be financed as follows. 1, budgetary allocation 40.21 billion. Additional tax revenue stroke local revenue 6.25 billion. Additional external